Welcome everyone. Today we dive into a serious topic, preparing for a potential global conflict. In our unpredictable world, the need for preparedness has never been more apparent. From geopolitical tensions to cyber threats, the risks are many and varied, and they demand our attention. It's not about fear, it's about foresight. It's about equipping ourselves with the knowledge and resources to face any situation, even the unthinkable, a world at war. Being ready isn't just a strategy, it's a mindset. A commitment to protect ourselves and those we care about. It's about understanding the risks, making a plan, assessing our needs, securing our homes, stockpiling essential supplies, honing survival skills, preparing for communication blackouts, safeguarding financial and document security, and networking with our community. As the world heats up, it's time to cool heads with knowledge and preparedness. To be prepared, we must first understand the risks involved. The global stage is a complex web of political, economic, and military interests, each with its own set of tensions. From the South China Sea to the Middle East, from the Arctic to cyberspace, the risk of conflict looms like a storm cloud on the horizon. Geopolitical tensions can quickly escalate, transforming a regional dispute into a global crisis. This could result in supply chain disruptions, impacting everything from the food on our tables to the medicine in our cabinets. Imagine a world where the shelves at your local grocery store are suddenly barren, where a simple prescription refill becomes a Herculean task. Yet the risks extend beyond material shortages. Cyber attacks could compromise our digital infrastructure, leading to widespread power and water system failures. In an increasingly interconnected world, a single keystroke can cause a ripple effect, plunging entire cities into darkness. Then, there's the possibility of regional conflicts. Wars that can erupt like wildfires, burning across boundaries and borders. These conflicts can displace populations, strain resources, and create a cascade of humanitarian crises. But let's not forget the most sobering risk of all, the potential for a world war, a global conflict, unlike anything we've seen since the mid-20th century. The scale of such a war, the devastation it could unleash is almost unimaginable. These are the risks we face. They are real. They are daunting, but they are not insurmountable. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding these risks, we can better prepare for them. We can develop strategies to safeguard our families, secure our homes, and ensure our survival. We can equip ourselves with the skills and supplies we need to weather any storm. The challenges ahead may be steep, but we are not powerless. We are not victims of fate, but masters of our destiny. As daunting as they may seem, these challenges aren't insurmountable if we plan and prepare. In the end, our survival isn't just about enduring the storm, but learning to dance in the rain. A well-thought-out plan can be a lifesaver in times of crisis. This is not just a mere statement, it's a principle, a guide, a beacon in the stormy seas of unpredictability. Let's delve into the heart of our topic today, strategic planning. Now, you might be wondering, where do I start? What do I consider? How do I ensure my plan is comprehensive enough to handle a global conflict scenario? Start with the basics. Safety, it's paramount. Identify safe locations in your home, your neighborhood, and even your city. Know your escape routes, your rendezvous points, and always have a plan B. Next, communication. In a world where a tweet can travel faster than light, we often forget that these networks can be disrupted in times of crisis. So we need to think old school, walkie-talkies, shortwave radios, even hand signals and coded messages. It's crucial to establish a robust, reliable communication system that can withstand disruptions. Now, let's talk long-term sustainability. If a global conflict were to break out, the supply chains we take for granted could grind to a halt. You need to think about food, water, medicine, and other essential supplies. Consider growing your own food, learning to purify water, and basic medical training. It's all about self-reliance. But remember, planning isn't a one-time thing, it's a process, a journey. You need to revisit your plan regularly, update it based on changing circumstances or new information. Run drills, test your communication systems, check the viability of your safe locations. This will help you identify any gaps in your plan and address them promptly. Strategic planning isn't just about preparing for a disaster, it's about adapting to a new way of life, a new mindset. It's about being resilient, resourceful, and relentless in the face of adversity. Remember, a plan is only as good as its execution, so practice and fine-tune it regularly. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving even in the harshest of conditions. So, let's get planning, folks. Everyone's needs are unique. Here's how to assess yours. To truly prepare, you must first understand your specific needs. These are influenced by various factors: Location plays a major role. If you're in a city, you'll face different challenges than if you're in a rural area. Family size is another key factor. Preparing for a family of 6 is vastly different from preparing for a single person. Personal circumstances also come into play. Do you have medical conditions to consider? How about pets? Each of these factors will shape your preparedness plan. You'll need to tailor your approach to suit your specific situation. No one-size-fits-all solution exists. You might need to prioritize certain supplies, fortifications, or skills based on your individual scenario. It may seem daunting, but this level of customization is crucial. Your personalized preparedness approach will be your best bet in a crisis. Your home is your fortress. Let's make it one. In a world where uncertainty is the only certainty, fortifying your home against potential threats becomes a necessity. Picture your home as a sanctuary, a bulwark against the unpredictable. It's not about building a fortress with moats and drawbridges, but about implementing strategic enhancements that can make all the difference when it counts. Let's start with a simple yet effective measure: blackout curtains. In times of heightened tension, maintaining a low profile is key. Blackout curtains not only shield your interior from prying eyes, but also help regulate indoor temperatures and can protect against broken glass from blasts. Next, consider your home's entry points. Doors and windows are the first line of defense. Reinforce them. Use deadbolts and security doors for added strength. Window security film is another smart investment. It makes windows harder to shatter, buying you precious time in a break-in scenario. Now, let's talk about the heart of your fortress, a designated safe room. This is a reinforced area in your home designed to provide shelter during extreme events. It could be an existing room, fortified with additional security measures, or a purpose-built structure. It should be stocked with emergency supplies and have robust communication tools. Remember, the goal is not to transform your home into a military bunker overnight. It's about gradual, thoughtful enhancements that improve your home's resilience. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards ensuring the safety and security of your loved ones. And don't forget, fortification isn't just about physical measures. It's also about developing a security-conscious mindset. Be aware of your surroundings, know your neighbors, and establish a routine that enables you to spot anything out of the ordinary quickly. A fortified home can provide invaluable peace of mind in uncertain times. So start today. Take that first step in fortifying your home and transform it into the fortress that stands between your family and the unpredictability of the world. In a crisis, a well-stocked pantry is worth more than gold. This phrase underscores the importance of having a strategic stockpile of supplies. Now, let's delve into the essentials you'll need to fortify your castle. First, water. The human body can survive only a few days without it, making this liquid life a top priority. You'll need at least 1 gallon per person per day for drinking and sanitation. A family of 4, that's 4 gallons a day or 120 gallons a month. And that's a minimum. Invest in long-term water storage solutions and remember to rotate your stock to keep it fresh. Second, food. But not just any food. You'll want calorie-dense, non-perishable items that require little to no preparation. Think canned goods, dried beans, rice, and pasta. Don't forget about comfort foods too. Chocolate and coffee could become invaluable morale boosters in tough times. Again, rotation is key. Incorporate these items into your regular diet to ensure nothing goes to waste. Third, medical supplies. In a crisis, hospitals may be overwhelmed or inaccessible. A well-stocked first aid kit could mean the difference between life and death. Bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, prescription medications, these should be on your list. Consider taking a first aid course to know how to use these supplies effectively. Last but not least, hygiene products. Soap, toilet paper, toothpaste. These everyday items are often overlooked but are vital for maintaining sanitation and preventing disease. Now here's a pro tip. Don't just stockpile these items haphazardly. Organize them. Keep an inventory. Know what you have, where it is, and when it expires. This will save you precious time and energy in a crisis. In conclusion, stockpiling is not about hoarding. It's about smart, strategic preparation. It's about ensuring you and your loved ones have what you need to weather any storm. Remember, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So start today. Secure your water, food, medical supplies, and hygiene products, and rest easy knowing you're ready for whatever comes your way. Survival skills are your most valuable asset in a crisis. And in the face of a global conflict, some skills rise to the top as absolutely essential. Let's delve into these. First up, navigation. In a world where we're accustomed to having GPS at our fingertips, it's easy to forget the art of old-school navigation. But what if satellites go down or signals are jammed? That's when a compass and a map become your best friends. Learn how to use these tools, understand topographic maps, and familiarize yourself with your local area's landmarks and terrain. Next, let's talk about basic first aid. A well-stocked first aid kit is crucial, but it's only as useful as your knowledge of first aid procedures. Learn how to treat common injuries like cuts, burns, and fractures. Understand how to perform CPR and the Heimlich maneuver. Know the signs of shock and how to respond. A crisis isn't the time for on-the-job training. Then, there's self-defense. This isn't just about knowing how to throw a punch. It's about being aware of your surroundings, understanding how to de-escalate a situation, and, yes, knowing how to physically defend yourself if necessary. There are many self-defense courses available, both online and in person, that can equip you with these skills. Beyond these, there are countless other survival skills that could prove useful, like how to start a fire without matches, how to find and purify water, or even how to fish or hunt. The key is to think about what skills might be necessary in your specific situation, and then dedicate time to learning and practicing them. Remember, knowledge weighs nothing. You can carry it with you wherever you go, and it can't be taken away from you. So invest in learning survival skills. They won't just increase your chances of surviving a global conflict, they'll also make you a more resilient person in any situation. These skills could make the difference between life and death, so practice them regularly. When mainstream communication fails, alternative methods become crucial. Let's picture a scenario where the internet is down, cell towers are out, and traditional modes of communication are simply not an option. What do we do now? This is where alternative communication methods come into play. Shortwave radios, for instance, can be a lifeline. These devices have the ability to receive international broadcasts, bypassing the need for a functioning internet or cell service. With a shortwave radio, you can tune into news and updates from all over the globe. And then there's amateur radio, or ham radio, as it's commonly known. This isn't just a hobbyist's tool. In a crisis, it can be a vital link to the outside world, enabling long-distance communication even when all else fails. It might seem old-fashioned in this digital age, but mastering these skills could be invaluable in a blackout scenario. In a blackout, being able to communicate could be a game changer, so let's be prepared. In a crisis, protecting your assets and important documents is paramount. Whether we're talking about birth certificates, property deeds, or financial records, these are the threads that connect us to the structure of society. They should be stored in a safe, accessible place, perhaps even off-site, like a safety deposit box. But let's not forget about your financial assets. In a world gone awry, traditional banking might take a hit. So diversifying your assets becomes a smart move. Precious metals like gold and silver have historically held their value during crises. Cryptocurrencies, decentralized and largely unaffected by traditional market forces, are another viable option. Remember, the goal is not to hoard wealth, but to ensure you have resources that hold value when paper money might not. Securing your finances and important documents can provide stability in chaotic times. It's about safeguarding your future. No matter what tomorrow brings, be prepared, be secure, and most importantly, be ready. In times of crisis, community is strength. The bonds we forge, the networks we create can become our lifeline. Building relationships with like-minded individuals can be a game changer. Imagine a network of individuals, each with their unique skills and resources, all united in their commitment to preparedness. This network becomes a reservoir of knowledge, a collective toolkit, ready to face any challenge that comes their way. So reach out to your neighbors, form or join local preparedness groups. These groups can be a platform to share resources, exchange skills, and provide mutual aid. Think of it as a safety net that you weave together, stitch by stitch. Remember, preparedness is not a solo journey, it's a collective endeavor. We are all in this together, and together we are stronger. In unity there is strength. Together we can weather any storm. Preparing for a global conflict may seem overwhelming, but it is achievable. This journey we've embarked on today has shown us the importance of understanding the risks, formulating a strategic plan, and assessing our personal needs. We've learned how to fortify our homes, stockpile critical supplies, and master essential survival skills. We've also delved into the crucial matter of preparing for communication blackouts, ensuring our financial and document security, and the significance of community networking. Each step, each decision brings us closer to a state of readiness, a state of resilience. This isn't a call to fear, but to responsibility. It's about securing our loved ones, our homes, and our future in an unpredictable world. The steps outlined today are your guide, your starting point. So let's not delay. Begin your preparations today. Remember, the best time to prepare was yesterday. The next best time is now. Thank you for joining us on this journey towards preparedness. Remember, knowledge is power, and the more we learn, the better equipped we are to face any challenge. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more in-depth information on each aspect of preparation. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends, family, and community. Let's help everyone understand the importance of readiness in these uncertain times. Stay safe, stay prepared, and remember, we're in this together. We're in this